Hey everyone, my name is Wraith, and today I'll be doing episode 1 of a short series of commanders from Tarkir Dragonstorm. I'll be picking some of my favorite ones from each clan, so the Abzan, Jeskai, Temur, Mardu, Sultai, all the good stuff. I'll be doing some EDH builds, so hopefully these will be some cards that you already have or you can pick them up if needed. And then, of course, if you have any additions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. We're going to start off with Shiko, Paragon of the Way. Shiko is a Jeskai commander, a flying vigilance dragon. When Shiko enters the battlefield, exile a non-land card, mana value 3 or less, from your graveyard, copy it, and then you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Now, the interesting part about this card is it's non-land. So typically with these kind of things, you'll see like instant or sorcery, but this one is much like Sun Titan, but it's not permanence. So you can get pretty much anything of value 3 or less from your graveyard. Now, the way that I was thinking of building this is more of like a Spellslinger, but still adding the blink mechanic to it, so you can just reap so much value from your graveyard. Some cards that I really consider for this build, one of the first ones that I was thinking of as a Spellslinger is Taigam, Master Opportunist. The new Taigam is really powerful. If your deck is full of low CMC cards, this guy is perfect. You're going to get extra value from your second spell. You line up your turn correctly, and you're really netting some big value. Another card which is kind of an auto-include to these type of builds is Archmage Emeritus. You're going to be doing a lot of casting. You need to be drawing spells, drawing cards from those spells. That's just value you can't pass up. Another, I hate to say it, pretty much auto-include would be Stormkiln Artist. This is a great card. You're netting treasure tokens. So with Archmage Emeritus and this, you're just netting so much value potentially. Another card that I would like to add to this build, because I think it's going to reap a lot of value as well, would be Terror of the Peaks. Blinking your commander is really strong with Terror of the Peaks and all the other creatures or potentially tokens if you're going deep into spell slinging. You'll get a lot of value from this. And then additionally for instants and sorceries, because that's, if I'm going Spellslinger, that's kind of what we're looking at. Bolt Wave is a great card. Getting this, casting it again is really strong. Potentially 6 damage to each opponent for 1 mana. If you blink your commander, it's really good. Obviously, we need things to blink the commander, so I'm thinking of like Cloud Shift, Ephemerate, Essence Flux. Things like these are great additions. They're 1 mana, and they get the job done. And then for the artifacts and enchantments, some cards that I really like are Sword of Once and Future, Panharmonicon, and Whirlwind of Thought. Alright, last thing I'm going to cover are the 2 planeswalkers in the deck. First is Ral Storm Conduit, and second is Venser the Sojourner. Now, both of these are very powerful. They are high on our curve, but they're perfect where they are. For Ral, we want to make some extra value on our spells, so everything we cast, we're going to try and do a -2 on those really good spells. In addition, he will deal 1 damage to each opponent when we cast them. The scry ability is nice, especially if we're in a position where we're not having good draws. Venser is also really good in this deck. He just flicker our commander every turn, or one of our other really good value pieces that has a great ETB trigger. If we can build him up, his emblem is ridiculous, and his -1 is also good if we have a pretty reasonable board state. Alright, that's going to wrap us up today. Thank you very much for watching. Shiko is definitely my favorite dragon from the set, and I think it's one of the most fun to build around. It's got some classic elements like Spellslinger and Blink that are just really fun to play. I hope you enjoyed. I'll be back with some more coverage on other commanders from the set, and then future commanders and future sets.